Hi, I'm John Skiles Skinner, and I'm responsible for packaging a feature that my team at Cornell University Library made that makes our library catalog easier to search. My team members added a autosuggest feature so that when somebody types a search string into the catalog makes some intelligent guesses about what they might be looking for based on the catalog contents. And I've packaged this feature into something that can be used not only by Cornell, but by any institution that uses Blacklight, which is the gem that Cornell's catalog relies upon. What you're looking at here is a catalog front end that's a demo catalog, not the catalog of any real institution. It was just made by the Blacklight people to demonstrate how Blacklight works. So I'm going to be adding our auto-suggest feature to this demo app because that's a proof of concept that it can be added to lots of different institutions that use Blacklight. The feature is called Nectarguide, and it takes the form of a Rails engine, which is a type of Ruby gem. I took the name Nectarguide from the example of markings that appear on flowers. These markings guide pollinators to what they're looking for, pollen or nectar, in the center of the flower. And the markings often appear under ultraviolet light, also called black light. So I felt that this was a good metaphor for guiding users at Blacklight institutions to find what they're looking for in the library catalog. The first thing that you have to do to use Nectarguide is get the code in some way, either by adding it to a gem source, as is pretty normal in Ruby on Rails, or in my case, I'm just going to be running it from my local file system, which means that when I go to include the gem in my gem file, because I have it located in the same path as my library application, I don't need to do much to specify its location. So I'm adding it here into the gem file. There are some additional configuration steps that need to be taken that I've actually already done, but a URL that specifies the index where search suggestions come from has to be added, and there are a few JavaScript and CSS configuration details that you might need to do depending on how the app in your library or your institution is set up. So now that I have added to this gem file, I'm going to be installing it using bundle. And it seems we're good to go. I'm going to start up the Rails server. I'm going to refresh this page on the Blacklight app. And now I'm going to give you a little sample of how Nectarguide adds search suggestions to this app. If I type the word Twain, I could be referring to Mark Twain. So here, my catalog has 598 works that were written by and attributed to Mark Twain. And it also has 12 that were written by Samuel Clemens, and it knows that that's the same person. It's also aware of locations and subjects that have Twain in the name. I'll give you one more example. There's a genre called picaresque, and it's also a fitting subject for a book. So it's handy that it divides, the output is divided based on genre, subject, author, location, and other things like that. So because this thing, just to review, is a gem that can be added to the gem file, it should always be added after the Blacklight gem itself, because the order of precedence causes it to modify components of Blacklight, which is exactly what we want. It can be added to any institutional repository or library catalog that uses the Blacklight gem, so this product can benefit the entire Blacklight community. Once again, I'm John Skiles Skinner. I am with Cornell University Library. Thanks for watching.